My name is TS Sudhir and you're watching SWS 2.0 where we focus on spoken English, communication skills and personality development. What is the first emotion that comes to your mind when someone tells you that you have to go on stage and deliver a speech or indulge in public speaking? I guess most of us will say my mind will go blank. I don't know what to speak. मेरे हाथ पैर कांपने लग जाएंगे. So most of us tend to avoid any opportunity to do public speaking, even though all of us, I'm very sure, would love to go on stage and address a gathering of 100, 200, 300 odd people, right? Am I right or not? So the first thing is that you would feel nervous. That's the first sign. You would be scared to make eye contact. You will be very apprehensive. What will happen if the guys out there start laughing? Or if someone feels so bored that he's yawning in the middle of your speech, what will happen? You are worried that you may fumble, you may forget, you will not know what to do. So you have two options before you if you do not want to face such a situation. The first, of course, is not to do public speaking at all. Say, मुझसे नहीं होगा, मेरे को मत पूछो, I will not be able to go on stage and speak. The second option is stay till the end of this video because I'm going to tell you, and these are not tips taken from any book. These are based on my own personal experience, what has worked for me, what has not worked for me, what I have learned from other public speakers who do very well, what I have learned from the mistakes committed by other speakers, everything. So this is a first-hand experience-based tip video, not taken from any book. Okay, so let's get started with what is it that you need to do in order to be an accomplished public speaker. Okay, so the first thing that you need to bear in mind is that pay attention to how you walk onto the stage. This is very important. I don't think anyone will tell you कि किस तरह से आप स्टेज पर चल के जाते हैं. That's very important. Now, if you are a Sanjay Dutt and you walk like that, that's different. But a Sanjay Dutt may be able to carry it off. You are not Sanju Baba, so it may not work very well. So you need to walk without kind of slouching. You need to kind of be firm in the way you walk. You need to know where exactly your position on stage will be when you're addressing the gathering, and you go straight there. You don't take do kadam, then idhar udhar dekho, then piche jao. No. What does that convey? That conveys a sense of reluctance, a sense of nervousness, a sense of not knowing what exactly you are supposed to do. Whereas you have been asked to address the gathering of 200 to 300 people. So you need to show command, you need to show self-confidence. So how you walk onto the stage is an important aspect. The step number one, the first steps are important. So pay attention to that. Okay. You could also greet the audience with a namaste. That works very well because you need to establish a connection with the audience. एक friendship, एक दोस्ती आपको establish करनी पड़ेगी audience के साथ because you need their attention for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, जितनी देर भी आप बात करेंगे. Okay? पहला step समझ में आ गया. दूसरा step, when you are at the mic, and I'm telling you very micro details. No one will tell you these kind of micro details because I'm telling this to you from experience. When you are at the mic, it's quite possible that the person before you was shorter, okay, than you. So the mic would be at this level. Then what happens is that when the mic is at this level, you tend to kind of bend down a little. Never ever do that. Get someone or you yourself adjust the mic which will come directly till your mouth. It should be at a comfortable height where you do not kind of tend to naturally bend. Never ever do that. Or अगर आपसे लंबा आदमी था इससे पहले तो ensure that it is brought down to your level. Why I'm saying this is, suppose you start speaking, if the mic is at this level and you start speaking like this, respected principal, respected friends, whatever, at whatever level that you are addressing. Some member of the organizing committee will realize, अरे रे mic तो नीचे है, जाके adjust कर दो. While you're speaking, while you are in the middle of your speech, they will come and start adjusting and it will completely mess up your chain of thought. Never ever do that. So ensure before you utter the first word, mic should be at the right height. Very important. Okay, I'm telling this to you. You need to be absolutely comfortable with the posture. Tip number 3, be very comfortable with your posture. Okay, also go prepared. This is very important. Even if you have written just 5 points out there, even if you have written just 5 points out there, like for instance, recording a video like this, I have put down my 10 tips ka points. The point form is there, so I know exactly what I need to say out there. एक वर्ड पढ़ूंगा, उसमें क्या क्या बोलना है मेरे को दिमाग में याद रहेगा. Similarly, always go prepared, but make it seem you are speaking extempore. Okay, so be prepared. Extempore, if you reach a stage where, at any stage you can speak anything, that's fine. But going prepared always helps you, because then you can improvise and even get better than what you had actually originally prepared for. So engage with the audience. Remember this. Speak to the audience. Lecture mat karo. Don't lecture the audience. Speak to the audience. Engage with the audience. This is so very important. Don't talk down to them. कि मैं ज्ञान बता रहा हूं, तुमको ये ज्ञान सुनने की जरूरत है. No, engage with them. Make it a two-way process. Like here on SWS 2.0, we are making it a two-way process because I am doing my videos based on the feedback that you are giving me, based on your requests, based on what you need is what is driving the videos here on SWS 2.0. Tip number 4, smile. Very important. Unless you are talking about something very serious, unless you want to convey grief, unless you want to convey anger, then of course you can't smile. But otherwise, using wit, using humor, which is very difficult to write. Let me tell you that as someone who has written humor and satire, it's very difficult to write humor. But if you can bring in some wit and humor, even laugh at yourself, even crack jokes at yourself, it works very well. It helps the process of engagement with the audience that much better. Okay, so this is another useful tip. Now, most people tell me what I said right at the beginning, that they feel nervous if they see someone laughing in the audience or someone getting bored and yawning in the audience. What do they do? So this is something which was taught to me when I was in school, that never look at the faces unless you are super confident. What you need to do is to look 1 foot, an imaginary 1 foot above the heads of the people. Because you are at a height, it will seem as though you are looking at the faces only, but actually you are not looking into the faces. For you, the faces are all kind of, out of focus. You are looking 1 foot above the heads of each of the people, each person in the audience. That is a strategy that always works very well. Now let me come to the second set of the 10 tips. First 5 tips bata diye. Second set of 5 tips which are even more important, which will dictate the quality of your speech, lecture, whatever you are actually engaging with the audience. Tip number 6, if you are going and if you have written some part of the speech, make sure you underline the keywords. You underline the keywords on which you will be emphasizing while you speak. Now, just see what I did. On which you will be emphasizing. I have emphasized on the word emphasizing because I want you to register this particular word that I want you to emphasize while speaking. So you see the way I am modulating my voice, and this is not something, I have not underlined any words here. This comes from practice, because the more you practice, you are able to modulate your voice in order to stress and emphasize on what are the key words, the important words which you want the audience to register while you are speaking. So your voice modulation has to be perfect, and ensure that your message gets across to the audience. Otherwise, if sab so rahe hain to fir fayda kya hoga, right? So that's another thing. Tip number 7 about your body language. Learn to make good use of your hands. Okay, your shoulder. As I said, it should not be bent. You should be firm. Now, in school, people are taught to speak like this. This, according to me, is a very formal and something which does not convey much energy while speaking. Okay, so speak like a person in authority, and you can make good use of your hands. Don't point out like this because that's considered rude, but you can make use of your hands while you are emphasizing on a particular point. That is something which you could always do. Don't put your hands in your left pocket and speak. That conveys arrogance. Never ever do that. See, you convey attitude, but the attitude should be one of someone who knows what he or she is speaking. Who knows what he or she is speaking, not someone who is having an arrogant kind of an attitude. This kind of a body language does not work. So you make use of your hands, but don't overemphasize the use of your hands as well. So it depends on when you want to emphasize something, you could use the hands in that particular way, but try not to do this. Don't try to do this. Somehow it does not look very good in formal kind of situations. Tip number 8. And this, let me take you into my world of cricket, one of my favorite games. As people who have been with this channel for long would know that I do take a lot of examples from cricket. Keep yourself in such a position, comfortable position, that you can move back and front easily. I mean, especially if you're not using one of those lecterns in order to, from where you are delivering the speech. Lectern, Lectern, Google karo. It is a space which you have where you can put your papers, the mic, and you deliver your speech. What you should do is that when you are emphasizing something, what happens if Jasprit Bumrah is bowling and Steve Smith has to kind of take care of that bouncer? The ball is coming forward. He will go onto the back foot, right? So if you are kind of trying to use your body in such a way which makes the process of engagement with the audience that much better. So you should be in a position where you are able to move forward in order to emphasize a point, or even to go back on the back foot. You're shifting your weight onto the front foot or to the back foot. That is something which you should do, because that will, and especially if you're the kind who is moving on stage, if you are moving from one place to another, let's say 4-5 steps you move, it will make you so much dynamic. Let's assume that you are kind of showing a PPT presentation on stage and you're moving your hands like this, you're speaking to them, you're interacting with them, so you can use your body language like that. That works like a dream. It will show you in complete command. It's like, you are in complete command of your performance. You're performing on stage. That's what you need to be. That's something which you can practice in front of the mirror. You can see for yourself how it actually looks if you see your own reflection in the mirror while doing so. So if I have to kind of make a comparison, your mind and your voice are the main artists. Your mind is the director, the voice is the artist. But your hands, your shoulder, your legs, your feet, all this can be the part of the orchestra, which will enhance your entire performance. Okay, tip number 9, which I've already mentioned, always practice in front of the mirror before you go to deliver an important speech. It will really help you. It will kind of give you an idea about how you are likely to look on stage. If someone is seeing you, how is that person likely to see you as? Finally, the power of the pause. Beach mein. You don't have to run through your speech. Learn to master the power of the pause, where you want the audience to think for a moment. Oh, what did he just say? He just now told us something so shocking. So let it be pin drop silence for 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds. You understand that? The power of the pause, the power of the comma, the full stop. Let that stay. It will add so much of power, so much of a punch to your presentation on stage, your performance on stage. You don't need to be like a Vande Bharat Express. No need at all. Allow your audience to digest what you're trying to say. So these are the 10 tips that I thought will work wonders when it comes to public speaking, will allow you to become effective public speakers. And as I said, this is all from my own experience. There have been occasions when I have been very good. There have been occasions when I have been not so good, but I have learned from those mistakes. And now when I go on stage, there is no fear. You know that, okay, if I have 5 points in my head, I'll be able to engage with the audience using all these kind of tricks of the trade. Okay, So thank you very much for your attention. Do write in to let me know what you thought of this, what your experience has been. I know of my own students who are into public speaking, who engage with me regularly, tell me about their experiences. And let me tell you that I thoroughly enjoyed when they write back to tell me that, okay, this is something which you had told us long time back. I used it, it worked very well. It didn't work very well, what I need to do work. So it is something, because as I always say, public speaking, be it in front of 300 people on stage, or be it in your professional office space making a presentation before 10 people, you will still need to have that confidence that I can stand in front of 10 people and say my stuff with confidence. That's very important. Tata, bye bye. Thank you very much.